Hey everybody, how's it going? If I was to talk to you about FRs, pigtails, and Christmas trees, a lot of you might think I'm talking about some weird type of cookout around the holidays, but those of you in oil and gas may actually know what I'm talking about. That's the way it is with industry jargon. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a way to easily communicate about things within industries. But for those of us that are in that industry, you may not know what's going on and you kind of feel like you're getting left out of an inside joke. And nobody wants that, especially when we're talking about money. So what I want to do today is talk about some of the common terms or jargon that's thrown around in the financial planning industry. One of the simplest ones to start with is a bull or a bear market. A bull market is simply an upward or positive trend in the market. The bear market is the flip side. The bear market is any type of downward or negative trend in the market. Another one that's thrown around a lot recently is fiduciary. A fiduciary is somebody who acts in the best interest of the client at all times. So if somebody has a fiduciary obligation, they are obligated to act in the best interest of the client at all times. One that is fun to talk about is the efficient frontier. It's almost like the unicorn of financial planning. The efficient frontier is this mythological arch. It's a perfect arch that you hope your portfolio falls on. The reason you hope it falls on this efficient frontier is that is as efficient a portfolio can be as possible. This arch measures the perfect trade-off between the amount of risk that is being taken and the reward that is expected. So the farther away a portfolio or a position is from that efficient frontier, the less efficient you are. You're maybe taking on more risk than you should for the reward that you're getting. CFP stands for Certified Financial Planner. It's a designation that financial advisors can get that is just, it's another test that is being given by the CFP board. So there is more education and experience that goes along with that for financial professionals that helps them just prove their expertise in the areas of financial planning. An RMD is one that we've covered a lot. It is required minimum distributions. That's when you hit that ripe old age of 72 and the government said, okay, you've deferred taxes long enough in those retirement accounts. Now it's time for you to start taking distributions, pay the taxes on that so that we can finally start getting our money back. Another one is volatility. That's a term used to describe risk. The more volatile something is, the more risky it becomes. The more you can expect to see a lot of fluctuation in it. One that gets thrown around a lot that most people may not know is BPS, BIPS, or basis points. For some reason, some guy decided a long time ago that he didn't want to measure things in percentages. So in the financial industry, sometimes we talk about basis points. 100 basis points is equal to 1%. So if somebody's throwing around 50 bips, 50 basis points, they're talking about 0.5%. And usually this is used to describe fees. The last one I'm going to talk about today is a Monte Carlo analysis. Now that's not just found in the financial planning industry, that's used in a lot of other industries. But here in the financial planning industry, it is used to stress test your financial plan. A Monte Carlo analysis is a lot like a hurricane spaghetti model. You have all these different scenarios going on in the background that try and give you that cone of uncertainty for the plan. It's really stress testing it and running a bunch of different market scenarios in the background to show how a plan may behave over any given number of scenarios. Now this is just a few of the terms in the industry. There's a lot that we may not have covered. If there are some that you want to hear about that I didn't touch on today, that you're curious to understand what they are, throw those in the comments below and I'll try and answer those as soon as I can. Y'all have a good one.